Heyo, I'm Kaylee, and welcome back to Paranormasight. So last time we learned a lot of disturbing information. It's pretty bad. But I'm going to try my best to recap everything that happened there because it's a lot. It was a lot of information just in general. Alright, so at the very beginning we find out that Mr. Jonaruchi, the professor, is found dead at the high school. We go and talk with Hitomi, who tells us that she saw Mr. Jonaruchi killed by an apparition that looked like Michio. She also told us that Michio was being blackmailed by Mr. Jonaruchi. And they had some sort of relation. We're not sure what. They told us to leave it up to our imaginations. So that can't be good. So Hitomi was there to meet Jonaruchi there that night. Because she wants to find a talisman that the officer Hajime asked her to find. Who is the dead officer that, has passed away before we started this game. So there's something weird going on here. So that is everything pretty much recapped. But it's a lot. A lot of weirdness is going on. So we have to continue with sorting things out because it will not let us continue with this because Mio and Yaka are there looking for more clues. Or I guess they're looking for Deuteru. What's his name? This dude. Hideki. They're looking for him because apparently he's a teacher that they saw there also that night, who has been researching into the Rite of Resurrection. Oh, this is starting to get really difficult to introduce now. It's getting very complicated. But yeah, we have to start with sorting things out, which continues on from the threatening phone call we got from Najime, who is a murderer, like a bad dude. He's got plans for more bad things. So we're starting off from there. All right. That was probably one of the longest introductions I've ever done. All right, sorting things out. All right. Hajime Yoshimi's death and Najima's threat of mass murder. The problems just pile up, putting the detective's goal of protecting the curse stones in jeopardy. Tsutsumi leaves Enryo to handle the investigation while he catches a quick break. Tsutsumi, what you planning? What are you planning here, buddy? You're not leaving to take a quick break. That doesn't sound right. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough. Alright. Oh, we can't. Oh, we can't turn around. Oh, Snicker! No. Look at that fro. It's great. I love it. Which one is this? Oh, it won't let me tell me what it is. It's okay. It's fine. It's great, though. I love it. All right. Let's do a think. Well, we got ourselves quite the mess. Strange deaths pop up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Najima. For now, we better start following up on a few leads we got. I guess I better see what Enryo's found out. Boss, let's not go about this at random. We should think carefully about where and what to investigate next. Okay. I think it's weird I can't turn all the way around. Alright, let's do sound roundings real quick. Forensics has finished their investigation. The body has been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out. Okay. Alright, Enryo. Jun Enryo. He spent up all night gathering information. It must be nice to be young and have that kind of energy. I'm glad I have him on my side. It gives me a chance to rest up. Alright, I guess we did rest up. Alright, time to chit-chat. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks. The floor is yours. Oh, wow. Serial killings. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one. The young man we found here. Oh, Shoko. He's been identified as Shoko Oki, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in his lungs. He drowned. He drowned in the middle of the park. That's not possible. It's got to be a curse we're dealing with here. About that, boss. Isn't this park associated with one of those 7 mysteries too? Yeah, the Whispering Canal. That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between the canal and death by drowning, don't you think? Sharp thinking, Inryo. You're starting to get the hang of this. So let's assume that they're related. What's next? Before that, a body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamezawa. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29-year-old. She's an office worker who lived on her own in that area. Okay, so we don't know them. Okay, as for the cause of death, well, yes. The entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop. Hang on, you're saying she was stepped on, meaning the foot washing mansion, potentially? Nice. Exactly. Crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. I don't know what that is. The place of the body was discovered. It's also known to be related to the 7 mysteries. Then is this Namigaki's doing? I knew he used it. Judging by the amount of soul drugs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Okay, so we found the guy he killed. Guess we should report this to the Paranormal Affairs. Got it. And as for the 3rd victim, who is it? Who's the 3rd victim? Oh, Jonarushi. Yeah, I should have known that. He was identified as Kohei Jonaruchi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. The cause of death appears to be an external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. A teacher dying at school. And not just any school, Komagata High School, one of those 7 mysteries. I'm thinking it's the one-sided read, because I think the janitor and Najime are the same. Najima, I should say. I think it's Najima. Let's try this. Oh, I didn't get it right. Great. I believe it's the house... Oh, I believe it's the House of the Fool's Procession. That's right. I was going to say that one, I swear. Oh. So wait. So that one was the Fool's Procession? How? Because Yako has the Fool's Procession. Can you have more than one curse active at one point? I didn't even think about that. That there could be multiple of the same one. But... Okay, let's just continue. I see. Either way, it seems that all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries. There's probably a curse bear at the center of it all, pulling the strings. But you got a point. All of these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right. And Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He died of a mysterious cause in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. The problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries? That's a thought, but... if it were the case, we'll be dealing with a powerful practitioner. One who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. I wonder if that kind of... the Feast of Shadows requires sacrifice or something like that. And then he was the sacrifice. there are many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. That was a good talk. Let's keep talking. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. But we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies have been found. Yikes, I hadn't thought of that. But there's one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems that the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news. So basically we're safe during the daytime. Exactly. It's also likely that why Najima gave us till dusk. He must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day. So he's had it for multiple days. Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Aye, aye, boss. Let's do this. Alright, curse bearers. At the moment, we only know of the identity of four curse bearers, you included. Nataro Namigaki had the foot washing mansion. And Hideki Arashi had the ever-burning lantern. We've got both of their curse stones, and there's Najima, who claims he has the one-sided reed. Yeah, that about sums it up. Okay. Okay, so the Taiko. Okay, so we has our notes on here. Whispering Canal. I think that the Deuteru, the office guy, the superior, the corporate guy, has the Whispering Canal. Beckoning Light, have no idea. Same with the Taiko. Wait, where's where are those at? So there's the Taiko, Beckoning, and Whispering Canal. We already kind of have an idea. Beckoning Light, where is that one found? The Hongji. A road. On a road. And then the Taiko. Oh, this is the wood one. The wood and drums. Okay. Okay. Okay, so... Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. We better figure out who the remaining 5 are quick. How should we go about looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Najima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I got a feeling that there's some connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work out cut for us. Hajime. I asked around about Sundama's Community Safety Bureau, where Yoshimi was stationed. It seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi. Ah, yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it was really a suicide, looking into the height of the building and the force of the impact, her wounds, all of that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation. But it had already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up. Huh. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building a ways from the road. There was no evidence of a vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but he thought there was more to it. Yes, a truck or a flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. So there's a chance that it wasn't a suicide. But what a terrible way to go. There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out of a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. but I haven't heard back from them yet, so I don't think they're looking very hard. So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. You think the driver is one of... You think the driver is one of... Goodness. You think the driver is the one who did him in? Why are we using masculine form? I'm just curious. Not quite. Yoshimi Yoshimi had already talked with forensics and the traffic bureau, right? His death would have covered things up. Oh, wait. Talking about Yoshimi as in the officer? Yes, okay, I was like... I thought we were still talking about Michi. I was like, what? I was confused. You're right on that. But even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, right. Unrelated. I got something else, too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by, too. Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Let's keep talking about Hajime. Remember the girl Yoshimi met the other day he died? One Hitomi Okuda? Community safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Not even an address? Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now, but she could be a key witness. Can't we have the community safety track her down for us? We can, but it might be risky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today. Because the teacher that died. That's right. Alright, but if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. I really want them to meet them being Mio and Yaka. And the investigators. I want them all to meet up. I think they would be such a good team. But we'll see what the game decides to do. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiance from the community safety. Her name is Maya Chozawa, 27-year-old. She works as a beautician in the area. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But I want to see the picture. Come on, Enrio, I want to see a picture. All right, oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died, not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Okay. Oh! Yeah, on the cover of the game, I was wondering who this was. Like, I saw, like, their character. I was like, who is this? Now it makes sense. Oh, she's so cool looking. It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps? It's fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse. But Yoshimi was well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years. You know, things could be different behind closed doors. Or she was possessed. We talked about that last time. I guess so. But we'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi was after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger. You're right, either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. Oh, I want to meet her. She seems cool. Alright. Najima. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Najima. But so far, we haven't received any word. If people are on parole, aren't they tracked? Like, how does that work? I feel like that's a lack on their part. Anyway, Guessing he wasn't at home. I don't know how parole works. I haven't been to prison. I have been out of prison. I don't know. I don't know anyone at prison. Anyway, guessing he wasn't home or at work. About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. You serious? So you have no idea where he lives. It gets worse. I checked in with at the factory he was working at. He told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Okay, let's hear it. What's the excuse? Turns out he's been doing house visits and interviews and never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Najima when he moved to a new place. Jeez, that's just sloppy. Yeah, no kidding. This guy's a murderer. And you lose sight of him? Yeah, that's a little bit on the Bureau's fault. I've heard that they were giving parole to just about anyone these days, because they're running out of rooms in the prison. Which means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked. Oh goodness. So Najmi got to go about unsupervised. That dude is annoyingly good at faking remorse or insanity, whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which makes it hard to track him down. That explains why he so brazenly made contact. He's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. That's going to take way too long. We only have until dusk. Okay. Alright, let's keep talking about the dude. Speaking of Najima. Yeah. Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to her house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up. I don't have her contact info, alright? She really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we sent an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was really reluctant, but I got her to agree. I guess that explains why you got divorced. Oh man. But if you, her former father, can't find her, how did Najima do it? Former? Hey. That cuts deep. Like, sorry, that kind of just slipped out. Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his curse echo. Back on topic already, huh? He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance. I see. The one-sided reed. What was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Ah, right. One of those more gruesome 7 mysteries. Alright. Let's keep the chit-chat going. As for Najima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it until we find something. I'll check with the HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? We could go to Komagata High School and look into Hitomi Okuda or Michio Sharishi's house to find more about her. Oh, where did we last leave them at? We left them at, we should go and look for... We need to put them in the same place. Oh! Or not. I don't think we need to put them in the same place. Anyway, fancy sushi! Life can be tough. Alright, so this is, so no more curses. So this is when she went back home. And she hasn't done anything. She really hasn't done anything at all, except for being creepy. That's what she's done so far. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's continue on with the detective. I think that's what we're going to do. With dusk fast approaching, they have no time to waste. With that in mind, Tsutsumi and Enryo direct their investigation towards Kamagata High School and the Shiraishi residence. This music is so good. Alright, let's go to the high school. You were just here. Here we are, Kamagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so students are just wandering around aimlessly. Okay. School gates. School gates will stay locked while forensics inspects the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Gymnasium. Kamagata High's gymnasium also serves as a polling place and an evacuation center. A lot of buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. Is it old? Surroundings. Oh, no, not the gymnasium, no. Surroundings. The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. Alright. Did we get all the stuff here? Any things about the students? Nope. Alright, so I think ideally we could talk to someone who was involved in the incident. Easier said than done, though. Oh, where's Hitomi when you need her? Where's Hitomi? Oh, they left. Alright, let's see with Enryo. Is there something on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. Oh, hehehe. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's Procession, and of course where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Oh right, speaking of schools. What is it? You said Paranormal Affairs can't help us right now. So why don't we get that psychic high school you mentioned to help us? A lot of people involved in this case may lead back to the school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on legality of working with them, you're sure eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I was just giving our young experts the opportunity to shine. When did you become such a smooth talker? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us scout out the area. Oh, we need to get them. Hold on. Could we bring them here? Can I leave this? Hold on. Let's go. Let's leave. Hold on. Let's just leave. Can I leave this? Yes. That's fine. Well, we're going to resume. Take them to the high school. Can we go to the high school? Yes, we can. Okay. Now they're at the high school. Okay, now let's do this. High school. That might be the wrong time, but I hope this works out. Fingers crossed. They're here! Yay! It worked! Alright, hey guys! Huh? That's... Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? I do. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Yes, yes, yes. Share your information together, please. Share the information. Oh, I'm so excited. Hey, aren't you? You must be that high schooler skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again. Sorry about that. He's mean. Mr. Tsutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. I prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't worry about that. If you want to help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. Wait, really? Thank you so much. I wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. We got ourselves a deal, right, boss? Those girls are at our service. Hold on now. What just happened? I never said sushi? Looking forward to it, boss? Wait, since when were you included? Ha ha ha, you guys are funny. You should do stand up. Yeah, they're hilarious. Oh, I'm so excited. Cool. Ooh, there's dead body. Or scene of dead body. Okay, let's do a thing first. Sushi, huh? Well, if that'll solve the case, it's a small price to pay. I'll just expense it to paranormal affairs later. Smart. Scene of the crime. What's that rope all about? It indicates where Junrichi's body was found. They moved the body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs were all ugh. Cool it, Enryo, you're scaring her. This kind of stuff is a little much for a kid. Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Okay, that we might need to come back to that later. Forensics is still investigating the area. I didn't really want to bring these kids into a place like this, but there were too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. Besides, it'd be good to have Mia look around the scene too. Oh, I'm so excited for this interaction. Enryo... It's usually easier to let Enryo do the talking, but when it comes to young people, we only have a day. It would be quicker if I take the reins this time. But he did manage to win them over with the promise of food. Let's see how this plays out. This is one coincidence, isn't it? This random girl you know is already involved with the case. I'm so excited for this. Let's chit chat. Oh, what's that? Okay, I go. So I can do them both. Okay. Mio Kurosuzu. Mio Kurosuzu. She's like a disciple of the Paranormal Affairs chief. I've heard that she helps with investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss's prodigy, she helped me out plenty when I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she's got strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage, plus quite the brain to back it all up. I know, she's awesome. That said, I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around. Yeah, she's so cool. So that's Yako Sakazaki. She's with Mio? Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? Oh, if she did, it would do this old man's heart good. Oh, but I better not say that out loud. I don't want to make her look bad. Oh, we can still talk about Mio. She's certainly well versed in the paranormal. I just can't get over that darkness. What darkness? Can I click on this again real quick? Okay, never mind. I figured as much. Does that mean Junrichi was killed by one of the 7 mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Oh, interesting. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. No, I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate the gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Tsutsumi. Just going to get the wrong idea. Whoa, that's amazing, Mio. You're a professional. You think? Totally. You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. So a curse was used here, which means the curse bearer must be on the scene too. Okay. Well, it was Yako's curse, but... Huh. Let's talk. So, how much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosted the power of curses, then brought forth the 7 mysteries of Honjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the cursed stones appeared before those who wanted the rite at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We managed to gather 3 curse stones so far, even including the one I got, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. We have curse stones. We have the curse stone for the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind Mio. She does. Is that alright? Could we take it off your hands? Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, so there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. I thought we decided that the Fool's Procession was the thing that killed. Okay, it's fine. They haven't pieced the two together. It's fine. We'll keep talking. Thank you. Please collecting the other curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school. You were here last night? Yes, you see? Alright, here we go. Catching it all up on Michio and... Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. You two were using a spirit board? That's so cool. So, that's when you ran into the Curse Echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The Curse Echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. Oh, the one-sided reed. What? A woman missing an arm and a leg? That's the one-sided reed! This is bad. Huh, what's so bad about that one? You idiot think the curse bearer of the one-sided reed is... Where's his name? Najima! He made it himself. That's his curse. Oh, that's right. Wait, but if that's the case... Look at their poses. It's perfect. Najima must have been here last night. What? I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but... What? Wait, who's Najima? No clue. Everyone's like freaking out. Big pose. Kids are like, what is going on here? Oh, right. Let's keep talking. I'm enjoying this conversation. Okay. Najima. So Najima was trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? He said he was going to massacre the city at sundown today? He's trying to get to your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him, but no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful. Has been the most useful we've gotten so far. I know they have so much good information. Both of them do. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Junrichi, and one of the other classmates, Hitomi. Don't forget the old man, Ashimiya, who we think is bad. Wait, Hitomi? You mean Hitomi Okuda, the second-year student? Well, yes, why? Boss. So she was here last night. I saw Hitomi earlier, though she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk with her? Yes. Would you mind if we ask you a few questions about that? Oh, here we go, getting caught up on Hitomi. Hitomi said, she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid to become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. Ah, I see. Don't worry. This is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about that police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that? Did Hitomi say something about him? Yes, she did actually. Alright, let's keep talking. We'll talk about Hitomi in a second. We'll keep talking about Najima. If we're talking about people who were here at the school last night, there was one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details. There was someone else? Apparently Hitomi saw Mr. Jonorichi getting cursed and killed last night. Wait, yeah, okay. What? Talk about some vital information. What she said happened was... Then we recap. Cool. Michio was the one who killed Mr. Junorichi. I'm wondering if Michio became like a 7 mystery, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm wondering if the situation was so bad that the history pretty much repeated itself modernly. I'm wondering if that's what happened. That'd be pretty cool. Or she was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. That must mean that there was another curse bearer here last night. Mr. Michi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been here, whether it was Michio or not. Do you think it could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reason to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Najima was behind Jonorichi's death. What about Hitomi's story? About this janitor, Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Huh? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only transferred here to the school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about a half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks, I'm starting to get a better picture of all of this. Listen up. It's not common for former prisoners to find work under the alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see. What are you? No way. In Rio, have the officers apprehended the janitor? He worked the night shift, so he still might be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. Are they gonna find him? Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No. That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? The old man seriously hated his picture taken. He always avoided it. Enryo, call an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right now. They're so dramatic. I love it. Oh wow, we're still talking about Najima. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have some horrible... have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a cursed bear on top of that? And to think he was so close to us this whole time. Ugh, it gives me the chills. A guy like that shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh, I may have shown Ashimiya my Hearthstone last night. What? I don't like this one bit. Najima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, then could it have been old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? Ah, I almost told him that you were still in the building too. What? You did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything. You might have gotten very unlucky there, kid. Yeah, well, we know what happens. We chose that first. Oops. This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on. Long arm of the law, help us. Okay, let's continue. About the mastermind behind the Feast of Shadows. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how curses of the 7 mysteries came about. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. You mean Mr. Arashi? Araishi? I would very much like to talk to him. Alright, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. Do you know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe! The Kuroki Kyo Cafe in Kamezawa. Thanks. We head over there right now. School Rose says we're not allowed to go to cafes, though. Don't worry about it. I will allow it. Thank you. They're not allowed to go to cafes? Is that normal? Huh. That's all it takes? Alright. There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who's orchestrating all of this for a reason. I want to find out why. Oh, here we go. Talk more about Hitomi. Hitomi did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman. Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talisman could they be, boss? Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about them with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check. But if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi, though. You don't seem like a too bad of a guy, not all that scary for a cop. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit worried of us. Well then... Do you think she talked to Yoshimi's fiancé? Oh, haven't they met before? Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yeah, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, well, we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. There's a lot going on. About Hitomi. Oh, the fiancé. I was like, who is this? Mayu Chozawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, we'll be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh, right. One more thing. Hitomi told us that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happens to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. What? So it was a Nakagoshi case. Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Could you check on that? I will, but I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes, but Nakagoshi, the chief, he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure he exists, or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All the Paranormal Affairs cases are referred as the Nakagoshi cases. Jeez, what's up with that? Strange. Everything's so strange. Alright, let's keep talking. Amulet. That amulet, Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. Okay, we're done talking here. So maybe we're back to here now. So curse bear was that's done, that's done. Oh, we can talk with Yako now. What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. Ah, I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair that we share as well. Tell her, Enryo. Alright. Keep in mind that this is all just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit in a speeding truck or a van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so seemed he had his doubts about it being a suicide. What? A van? Speeding? Yuko, what's wrong? Are you okay? I know that wasn't a very good but curious. What is going on? A van. There's a young man in driver's seat. No, I wasn't finished. What did it say? Wait. There's a young man in the driver's seat in a passenger seat. A woman? Wait, no. What? Huh? Yes. Wait, was I? You're back now? How did you feel? You're covered in sweat. Hi. I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. No problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though. I'm doing a think. I don't know, there's a lot going on here. So she just had a premonition of Michio's death? Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any ideas why Jonamichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that. Well, I'm not exactly sure how to put this, but... Yeah. Well, I see. I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Michio, what happened? Oh, we're done there. Now we're here at the crime scene? Hey boss, Forensics is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What's that? A ribbon. Like the braided hair ribbon. Oh, yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That's the ribbon Michio always used to wear. What? Doesn't that mean that Michio was here? But like the physical, like cursed echoes don't leave things behind. Oh, I'm confused and I'm enjoying it. Are you serious? Definitely. I've seen the same. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. Then did she come back to life somehow? But how? Okay, let's keep chatting. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got her revenge on Jonaruchi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Okay. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry, you are a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Najime and Mayu Chozawa. It might be worth to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it. Thank you. Good luck. We'll go talk with Mr. Araichi about a way to lift this curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready. Let's do a think. We'll leave this curse lifting to the girls while we go looking for Najima and Chozawa. There's also the matter of Yomashimi's talisman. Won't get anywhere but get anything done staying here. We better get a move on. Nice, that worked out way faster than expected. Cool, so we haven't gotten this far. I think that's where we're gonna stop here for this episode. So we got a lot of new information. Not a lot of drama has happened, but just a lot of like connecting things together, which is great. I feel like we're really building up to like the dusk time where everything just, all drama just rains down. I'm very looking forward to that. So I'll see you guys in the next video then. Bye!